And listen, because the information you'll be getting here today is very important for your personal evolution. All right? So we have here with us some dignitaries who are here to enlighten you on aspects concerning global warming or climate change, and they'll introduce themselves. And like I said, pay keen attention because this information only comes to you once.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Mr. Principal. We are coming from what we call Ibafosa. And Ibafosa is a network from all 54 African countries. So we are dealing with climate change. We know what we call climate change and adaptation to climate change. And we are here today because we have the honor to receive Dr. Richard Muna, who is from UNEP. You know what we call UNEP? Who know UNEP here? UNEP is what? You don't know UNEP? Okay, United Nations Environmental Program. So he's from Nairobi. It's an honor for us to receive him because there is very few country and very few schools like you who can have the privilege to receive him and hear from him. So he has a strong message to send to you about climate change, about how to adapt to climate change, about how climate change can be an opportunity for you, young people, and how you can tap in climate change, this opportunity to create your own employment. So I will not speak too long, but before Dr. Richard Mutan takes the speak, I will introduce Mr. Ivo, who is one of our collaborators. Mrs. Teres from Abomba, who is dealing with biochar. Mrs. Nura from Gaundere, who is dealing with beekeeping. You know what they call with beekeeping?
Yes, sir.
You don't know beekeeping. Do you eat honey?
Yes, sir.
Do you like honey? Beekeeping is what you do to have the honey. And we have Hassan, who is from Bafoussam, who is dealing with poultry. Do we eat poulet? Who eat poulet here? Okay, he's the one doing with it. So let's introduce Dr. Munan. Dr. Munan, you have the floor.
Yes, the principal and all the teachers of the school and the students, I'm very happy to be here. First of all, Mr. Takam, I've already made the introduction. So on behalf of my entire team here that we've come with, Mr. Takam and the team, we've come here just to tell you one thing, that you are important. You are important. I'm Cameroonian, and 25 years ago, I was in high school, just like you. I schooled in GBHS Bamenda, Government Bilingual High School Bamenda, and got my advanced level in 2000. And I went to Economal, ENS, Bambali, and did physics to become a teacher. But in the course of doing that, my vision was to become an environmentalist. Why I'm giving this information to you before I start off is, no matter where you come from, no matter which part of Cameroon you come from, it doesn't matter. You can always become anything you want to become. And it starts with you understanding that you need to focus on your studies, but also at the same time, understanding that the environment in which we are in today, not only the air we breathe, not only the trees we see that help our ground to have water, and not only the fact that the environment also helps us to be healthy, but it helps us to have opportunities. So I've come to tell you that you can create your future and create opportunities through the lens of environment. As we're speaking today, the principal started off by mentioning the word climate change. How many of you here do feel the heat that is currently ongoing now? Put up your hand. You don't feel, when you are sleeping, you don't feel heat? It's not hot? Is it hot? It's hot? Is it very, very hot? Good. Excellent. Très chaud. Très chaud. Then, after some time, have you seen flood in Yaoundé? Have you witnessed flood? Have you seen flooding on the street?
Inondation.
Yeah, but I mean, have you ever seen when it rains, there is flooding and there's water everywhere? Have you ever seen that? In Yaoundé, yeah. Have you ever seen water flooding? What I'm trying to say is that because of the changing weather, the temperatures are going to increase. Because we have cut down trees, we are not going to have the fresh air that used to be there before. And when it will rain, because we are throwing plastic bags and bottles, the rainwater will carry those plastic bottles and block the drainage systems that do exist anywhere, including here in Yaoundé. So what I am saying is that that is an environmental problem. But that environmental problem is an opportunity for you, no matter what you are studying, whether it's biology, chemistry, physics, history, literature, geography, it doesn't matter. You can start to show interest in addressing this. Because in Cameroon, 600,000 plastics, tons of plastics are thrown away every day. I mean every year, 600,000. But that is an opportunity to turn those plastic bottles and to turn them to pavement tiles. And that's a business opportunity that you can learn. As we are speaking, Cameroon is losing food. What? Millions of US dollars. Why? Because there's no value addition. Vegetables, cassava that is grown, is dried on the ground and it is contaminated. It's not good for your health. And sometimes it's thrown away when there is no food. The point I'm making is the development of a simple solar dryer, which Michel and team, through the framework of the Baposa in Cameroon, is developing, can help to reduce that. These issues of environment do not need to be specialized on. They need to be developed. You need to develop a passion for them. And once you develop that passion, you will, at the end of the day, become not only environmentalists, but have enterprise opportunities. So I've come here to tell you two words: environmental entrepreneurship. Because when you graduate from high school, you will either go to the university. Even when you go to the university, you will come out and you need jobs. Where will those jobs come from? They will come from the environmental challenges they will face. Pollution, where you can be able to address the plastic issue. Pollution, where you can be able to learn how to turn waste to briquettes to replace charcoal. That is a business opportunity that is worth $20 billion in Africa today. If you develop interest in that, you will be a billionaire. That is what I came to tell you today. But in the course of telling you this, there are 7 things you need to do. You need to do 7 things to be able to tap into those environmental opportunities, though they disguise as challenging. The first thing you need to do is to retool your skill. What does this mean? I started by saying, I went to ENS, I studied physics to be a teacher. But I had passion to do something that solved the environmental challenges we face. So I went ahead to develop a passion to study environment. Even after studying the environment and getting a doctorate degree, I decided to use that knowledge to apply to the local communities, and that is why we are working through the framework of the proposal that is headed by Michel and his team to show environmental climate action solutions as opportunity. So you need to retool your skill in whatever thing you study. Learn how to turn waste into biogas. That will be an opportunity for you. And we are here with this team so that tomorrow they can come back and show you how that can be done. Learn to ensure that plastic and waste you see, it's not waste, it's wealth. Learn how to turn those plastics into pavement tiles. So every challenge of an environment is an opportunity. And if you learn and develop an interest, that is skills retooling. That's number one, you must retool your skill. Number two, the second point is you must develop passion. Passion is the flame that burns inside each and every one of us. And with passion, you can be able to get up in the morning focused. With passion, you can be able to study that subject that is even hard. With passion, you can say, even though it is difficult, I can be able to do it. And I've said that passion is the new currency of now. When you hear currency, you only think money. No, passion is the new currency of now. And so I have said so many times that if you give someone money, whether it is 1 billion or 1 trillion or 30 million, it doesn't matter. If that person is not passionate, that money will just disappear. But give someone ideas who is passionate, and he will turn those ideas into big innovations and into big money. So you must be passionate about environmental challenges so you can develop solutions to tap into opportunities. Number three is one in which many of us need to hear this. 25 years ago, I wish I was told this. I would have been even more exceptionally excellent today. Which is, don't fear failure. Don't fear failure. When you fail, you learn. When you learn, you grow. When you grow, you change. And when you change, you drive impact. Failure is not to be feared, but to embrace and learn from the mistakes, because the light bulb, Thomas Edison, tried over 1,000 times to develop the light bulb. After that, he didn't call that failure. He said, I learned every time I failed. So you don't have to fear when you want to get into the environmental space and you fail, or you say, I don't understand it, or you are studying a subject and say it is hard. No, it is not. The fourth, a young lady and a young, all of you are young here. So I want to volunteer, a lady, a girl and a boy. Come over here. Or I'll point. Hello, come. Come here. Come by. Stand here. Okay. I want the lady to hold this glass of water. Carefully. Just stand. Stand closer here. So what I want, listen to this instruction very carefully. Silam. I want you to listen to this instruction very carefully. When I say run over there, I don't want you, I want you to reach there, but I don't want you to, any drop of water to fall on, to drop on the ground. So I want you people to walk or run, but I don't want this water to drop to fall on the ground. You can run, you can come back, you can do that. Please, on the mark, set, go. Come back. Come back. Again. Do it again. Wait. Do it again, but make sure no drop of water. So you need to handle the water carefully. Yes, and then you go, and then you come back. You reach there where the young man is, and then you come back. On the mark, set, go. Yes. Do that again. Then come back. Okay, good. Thank you very much. You can put the water there and stand there. What did you guys observe among the two of them? What did you observe? What did you observe among the two of them? Huh? What did you observe? Yes. Excellent. You got it. You got it. That's very good. What did you observe? The same thing. Excellent. What did you observe? Excellent. That is. What did you observe? Okay. Excellent. Good. So everybody observe. Hey, hello. What happened here is an aspect I want to discuss with you guys now. What you notice, and the gentleman here and the lady there, they notice it, is that, what's your name? Alima. And your name? Praise. Praise. Okay, Praise. You notice that Praise could move freely and back. He could run at will. But Alima was careful to run, and even when she tried to make an effort to run, you still see her trying to hold that glass of water with care. She understood she had something to protect. She put the effort to make sure that at the end, the water could not spill, and even if it started spilling, she held it back. What does that mean? That means that she had something to protect, and that is self-discipline. You must cultivate self-discipline because you have yourself to protect. You have your future to protect. And that is why you must be able to learn, to listen, to be obedient, to be humble, to be respectful, because it is those values of respect and humility that will make you to go to higher heights regardless of what you do in your life. So this simple experiment here today tells you that when you are free and you think you can do anything anyhow you want, you end up nowhere. And that is what I want to pass with you today. Self-discipline must become not only your name, but it must become part of you today. Self-discipline is needed, and it is the requirement for you to succeed and become even the Secretary General of the United Nations. At the end of the day, the word self-discipline is the most important guarded principle that each and every one of us, regardless of profession or where we come from, should be able to practice. And if you do that, you will always seize opportunity. Please clap for Alima and Trace. And the last aspect that I want you guys, how many of you love football here? I'm Cameroonian, so we are a footballing nation. But how many of you love football? Oh, you love football. Which team do you support? Oh, Paris Saint-Germain. Okay. So, Kylian Mbappé. Which team do you support? Oh, Real Madrid. Really? Which team do you support? Bayern Munich. All right, that is it. That is Choupo-Moting. Yes? Which team do you support? Okay, don't score. Yeah, that's good. That's fine. Fine. Excellent. Excellent. So now, listen. How many of you have ever gone into the stadium to watch a football match? Okay. How many people were inside that stadium? Millions of them. Excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. How many players were in the field at any given time? How many players are there? 22. Excellent. Good. When you were in the stadium, what were the spectators doing? The fans, what were they doing? Shouting, abusing the other side, saying negative things, right? Okay. What did the players do? Did the players stop to listen to them? Excellent. Did they ever stand for a second to look at them? This is what you must all cultivate. In life, you face challenges when you bring up solutions. When you say that the ways that you are seeing can be turned to something, people will doubt you. They will not believe in you, they will abuse you. They will tell you that what you are saying is nothing. People will disrespect what you do. But at the end of the day, when you succeed, you will be the winner. It will not be those who are telling you you cannot succeed. It will not be those who are telling you You are not going to go anywhere. It will be you the winner. And that's why the 22 players keep playing the ball. And at the end of the day, it is the team that win that celebrates and have the medals, not the spectators. So don't worry about what others have say about you. Focus in solutions. Focus in studying. Focus in seeing opportunities in challenges. And that is the essence of leadership. Leadership is personal responsibility. If you cannot lead yourself, you cannot lead anyone. So you must start practicing what Alima and Prince demonstrated here: self-discipline, leadership, retooling your skill, and developing passion. Thank you very much.
Mais il a dit la première chose, n'est-ce pas? Il faut y croire. Si vous y croyez, vous allez arriver. Il faut donc ne pas avoir peur de l'échec, parce que c'est l'échec qui fait la vie. Vous avez vu elle tout à l'heure, lorsqu'elle a porté une première fois, ça s'est versé beaucoup. Une deuxième fois, elle a appris la leçon du premier tour, et vous voyez, ça s'est, elle n'a plus versé, parce qu'elle a appris. Donc il ne faut pas avoir peur de l'échec. Si vous avez peur de l'échec, vous n'allez jamais réussir. La deuxième chose, c'est avoir de la rigueur pour vous-même, n'est-ce pas? Être rigoureux dans ce que vous voulez faire. Si vous n'êtes pas rigoureux, vous n'allez jamais réussir. Il faut avoir ce courage-là de réussir et la conviction que vous allez réussir. Il faut avoir l'attitude d'un leader, n'est-ce pas? Parce que quand vous êtes leader, vous avancez et vous amenez les autres à vous suivre. La dernière chose, il a pris l'illustration d'un terrain de football. Il a montré comment est-ce que dans un terrain de football, vous avez des milliers de spectateurs, n'est-ce pas, qui font des bruits, qui tapent partout. Mais la question qu'il a posée, les 22 qui sont sur le terrain, est-ce qu'ils arrêtent de jouer pour suivre ce que les gars font à la tribune? Non, n'est-ce pas? Ça veut dire quoi? Ça veut dire que si vous voulez engager une action sur le plan environnemental, par exemple dire, ah, il y a tellement de déchets plastiques à Yaoundé, je vais faire de ça un business, les gens vont se moquer de vous, ils vont dire, mais il va où là? Ça ne tient pas dans sa tête, mais parce que vous êtes leader, ou parce que vous savez où vous voulez arriver, vous allez avancer et savoir saisir dans ces opportunités pour créer des richesses. Voilà en gros ce qu'il a dit. Et je voudrais vous dire une fois de plus que c'est un honneur pour vous de le recevoir ici. Vous pouvez ne pas mesurer ce que ça veut dire, mais prenez son nom, allez écrire maintenant sur Google, sur tout ça, vous allez écrire Dr Richard Mona. Vous serez surpris de la personne qui est devant vous. Vous allez vous demander si c'est lui que vous avez vu. Vous comprenez bien? Ça veut dire que en fait, on ne valorise pas toujours ce qui est là. J'ai vu beaucoup de gens bavarder par derrière, parce qu'ils n'ont pas compris l'opportunité qu'ils ont de recevoir une personnalité comme Dr Mouna. Je ne vais donc pas être long, je vous laisse poser des questions.
Yes, ask questions if you can. Put up your hand.
Des questions, vous avez des questions.
The principal is here. You put up your hand. Yes.
So I wish to know where you can find the organization.
Where you can find my organization in Cameroon? Good question. So, UNEP, the UN Environment Program headquarters is in Nairobi. So we don't have country program, but we work through the United Nations office in Cameroon, and the office is in Bastos. But if you go online on the internet, you look UN Cameroon. That is where but the most important thing is that if you take UNEP, UNEP.org, you will see what we do, all the solutions. And one of the most important opportunity that you guys have here today is that Mr. Takam is working on the field, and he has also brought some of the youth that are working on the field. So in terms of the solutions in which UNEP work through non-state actors and the state. And non-state actors, for example, like Michelle Takam, through frameworks and initiatives like the Barbosa ecosystem, they can bring people to come and show you what they're doing. They can even take you to the field to show you the examples that I was mentioning. So even though we don't have a country office, we work through partners. And partnership is an opportunity that can also be able to show you what is happening.
And what do you really need to have before working in an association?
In life, you can work in any association. The first thing you need to have is to build value. What is the meaning of value? Show that you can do something. Learn to show that in my community, I actually help to turn plastic waste into plastic tile. I learned to turn agricultural waste into fuel briquette. I learned, that's why I'm telling you people that at your age now, having this conversation today with me is the best opportunity, and I wish we had this when we were at your age and we were in high school. Because we could have started to build our experience, not expecting to go and do internship somewhere to get experience, but start in our community to do something and write that this is the experience we have gotten. By the time we're finishing high school and university, we will have experience that those who are finishing university and have never done something don't have. So I have given you the secret today to flourish in the world, and you can become anything. Very good question. Any other question? Yes?
Any of the organizations?
Yes, of course. Michelle Takam is here, and we run an initiative called Innovative Volunteerism. Hey, Michelle Takam. Listen, I'm talking. You asked a very good question.
Yes.
So the question is, during holidays, they are allowed to intern. And can they intern? Yes, I'm saying we have the initiative of Innovative Volunteerism, where young people who are interested can be able to be engaged, to be taught how to turn these environmental challenges into opportunity. So if you go online, and Michel Takam will leave his contacts here and the email, so that any of you can contact him and be able to intern. Have I answered your question? Yes, but part of internship also is not only to go to organization, it's also to go online and learn about, you can put waste solutions for Africa. You see so many examples, you start to also read. So in as much as you get to an organization, you can actually be doing double internship, and that's part of what I was talking about as skills retooling. So that's a very good question. Another question again, please. Yes. I like the way it's going from here to here and then there. Perfect. Yes, after him, then yes. Ladies before gentlemen, right? Yeah, later. Huh?
Who's the ecologist?
No, I'm a physicist by training, and then I'm an environmentalist by profession. Tu comprends?
Il est physicien de formation et environnementaliste dans les faits.
Ma question est de savoir, après avoir respecté les principes tels que dit par le professeur, le docteur, si c'est que nous voulons nous lancer dans le domaine environnemental, comment pouvons-nous résoudre le domaine?
Oui, je pense qu'il vient de dire là. Il faut commencer par votre communauté, par votre quartier, à poser des actions. Est-ce que dans votre quartier, vous êtes un leader? Est-ce que vous amenez les jeunes de votre quartier à mettre la propreté, à voir comment est-ce que tout ce qui est comme déchets et tout ça, on peut utiliser? C'est par là, parce qu'il faut que vous vous développez vous-même. Vous ne pouvez pas seulement aller à l'école sans rien faire, parce que quand vous allez aller pour un emploi, on va vous demander le CV, qu'est-ce que vous savez faire? Donc, si vous montrez qu'au quartier, vous savez déjà faire ceci, dans la communauté, vous savez déjà faire ceci, c'est un point de plus par rapport à celui qui sait seulement réciter.
Good. Another question, yes? Yeah, that's a good question. I think it links to our question on volunteering and to your question as well. What you need to do to build your CV. This is what I personally say. My experience. It's not a certificate that matters for you to get an opportunity. It is what you bring. Certificates are important. I have a PhD, right? But what I am doing today is not necessarily all of that PhD. It is what I learned, even out of the school, in the community, that I use that experience today to back up with my certificate. So if you are talking about certificate, and I was to give an answer to you, I will say you can do any subject when you finish high school. You can do professional education, you can do economics, you can do biology, but it is not those things that will give you a job. That gives you knowledge and a degree. But what will give you a job is your experience. And the experience will be what you can do at the community and show that you have knowledge in it. But you need the certificate to have knowledge, to learn, to also speak eloquently like I do here. But the knowledge is not only going to come from those certificates. It will come from what you can do So if you listen to the points I gave here today, those points are actually the pillars of progress for any human being. If you do that, I'm Cameroonian, so and I said, I remember that I was one of you 25 years ago, the same level. So 20 years from now, you can be the Secretary General of the United Nations.
You know this? This is what? From what? Beekeeping. This is le miel, n'est-ce pas? Ça c'est... Est-ce qu'on entend très bien?
D'autres objets à autre usage. Est-ce que votre entreprise soutient les petits projets
Nous allons lancer un appel à projet dans les jours qui viennent. Ce que vous pouvez faire ici, c'est nous donner votre liste, créer un groupe WhatsApp de l'établissement et prendre mon numéro de téléphone. Le principal est là. Vous créez un groupe WhatsApp de l'établissement et puis le principal va m'introduire à l'intérieur et on va répondre amplement à vos questions. Et puis vous serez informé de tout ce qu'on veut faire, n'est-ce pas? Voilà. Est-ce que c'est clair? Those who want to stay in contact with us, you just create a WhatsApp group of the school, and then the principal will add my number inside into the group, and we will exchange.
Oh, that is good. You guys, I want you to remember this. It doesn't matter which family you come from. It doesn't matter which part of Cameroon you come from. Always see yourself as someone who can offer solutions to problems. And always believe that regardless of whether somebody is taking first or last, it doesn't matter. Everybody has something unique to offer. Everyone has something unique to offer to share. And that uniqueness of each and every one of you is what I want you to remember. You are important. Regardless. Whether you speak French or you speak English, it doesn't matter. Action doesn't understand language. Solutions don't know language. And therefore, don't be restricted whether you speak English only or you speak French only or you speak it better than anybody. Focus on solutions. Solutions, solutions, solutions. The last, remember these 3 P's. Passion, persistence, and patience will see you achieve everything. Thank you.
Une photo de famille avec. Une photo de famille.
Yeah, how we going to